Jasmine. We're going to try to get you some rain. Jennifer, how are you? Doing well. Thank you so much. What's happening? We'll talk about it. Will it rain in the hill country? Hey, Vinny, some good rain Saturday night out there, huh? Hey, Mimi, how are you? Bring it on. Carlin's ready. There's some good rains out there. Just how much is going to make it to us? That's what we're waiting for. Yep, exactly, Kathy. Just waiting. Hi, Ann. Hello, Heather. Hello, Lisa. Michelle, how are you? Good to see everybody. Happy Monday night. Bill Taylor here, KENS 5 Digital Center. Hope you and yours had an awesome weekend. Hope you're having an even better Monday night. And now we're finally getting some pretty good downpours to the south. We had a few hit and miss showers around San Antonio, but not a whole lot. Let me show you the radar and what's been going on, because you know what's happening, a lot of this rain is dying on its arrival to San Antonio. Now, as I say that, we're tracking one storm north up I-35 and a new warning just issued. It's in effect for nearly an hour. Typically, warnings are not hour long, but this one is a very slow mover to the north. Let's get in here a little bit closer and I'll show you what we've got. It's going to be down I-35. Cuero for bad weather, not in the short term, but we could definitely see some overnight. You got a better chance than we do in San Antonio, Cuero, I can tell you that much. All right, so take a look. Let's get in here a little bit tighter and we'll take a look at this cell that's been just coming into Encinal, and you can see that polygon for that warning that's set to expire here shortly. And then this new warning is up until 9:30 for LaSalle and Webb. You know what? While I'm on this screen, let me just zoom out and show you the handful of counties under a severe thunderstorm watch. That was issued for communities like Cotulla, Tilden, and then Laredo down into the valley, where we already have a flash flood warning. Look at the very heavy rain that'll continue moving east. That complex not going to drift any farther south, going to move east and probably stay south of Corpus Christi. But for Jim, Hogg, and Zapata counties, we've got a severe flood concern, because that is going to be some torrential rains that continues. I mean, that cluster has not moved at all. All right, so let's talk about this guy right in here and see what we've got on the warning here. This was issued out of the Corpus Christi office. And so what we have until 9:30, this storm's moving north at 20, ping pong ball size hail, and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So we're looking at Encinal and Callahan. Those are going to be the two communities impacted here in the short term, Interstate 35. And it's saying between mile markers 25 and 47. And again, moving pretty good at 20 miles an hour to the north. No, Lindsay, tornadoes not expected at all. You know, this will be a damaging wind and hail event more than anything else. Are tornadoes out of the question? No, not completely, but highly unlikely that we see tornadoes. Ole, bring on the mosquitoes. Hey, this is good rain for you down there, Ole. Hi, Bill. Got a little rain earlier. Yeah, Christine, not enough though, right? I mean, we had a little bit north side here near KENS 5 at a medical center, but it was a brief shower. If I back this up, let's go 6 hours, and you'll see what's happened, and you'll see the trend. Watch these big storms, right? Even around Del Rio and the hill country, but as they move east-northeast, they fizzle out. They collapse quickly. And so what's kind of happening with this is we're seeing some warm air aloft, some capping, and these storms are just losing their muscle on their trip to the northeast. And as that happens, again, that's why we see less and less storm activity, but only a few showers that we've seen thus far. So I mean, I don't want to see anything severe, of course, but I definitely want some good soaking rains, more than what we've already had. You can see we had some pretty good widespread rain early. It was about 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock time hour. You know, it came in from the south there. Didn't even really make it to the north side. But some decent rains were falling pretty much between 3 and 4:30, 5-ish. Yeah, Olay, and I was so grateful for you guys down there. That's it. Well, Philip, not the exact same. Hey, Jessica, yeah, we got another good chance tomorrow night. It looks like it'll be later tomorrow night than it is tonight. Like, we won't have this much action at this hour tomorrow night. I think we'll maybe get started about this time, and then it's looking like it's a little bit later, like midnight to 3 in the morning for San Antonio. And that could even be tonight too, guys, okay? We're going to take a look at some models, all right? And we'll see what we got. Hello, Elizabeth. Chris, Hondo going to get rain? I think they will. I think, it's been a few hours since you had any, but some of these overnight storms will definitely move closer and in your direction. In Hondo. Hockey tournament. What's going on, Charity? Keep us in prayer. Safe travels. Absolutely. Oh, by the weekend, you will be in good shape. Yeah, Steven, weekend looks awesome. Good to see you, my brother. Probably going to be mid-90s again. As long as they keep the rain coming, I don't care about the storm part fizzles out. Yeah, right, Rachie? I mean, I'd rather have the severe die out when we get some good downpours, though. Jeremy, no kidding. Yeah, such a dry spring. Good evening, Bill. Had a little rain in Marion, rather. Any severe? It could be, Diane. The chances are lower in Marion. It looks like any severe threat's going to be south of the city. That's just how this is unfolding. I want you to remember something. I mean, this is an imperfect science, meteorology. We have the ingredients in place. We look at all the dynamics that are in place, but then you got to let it play out. And when storms, like Saturday night we had all the dynamics in place here as much as we did the hill country. So everything came together in the afternoon, and when it was dropping into the city, you can't expect it to just die out. You have to plan for it to occur. You have to plan for it to stay together, and it did just that. It fizzled out in western Bexar County. We didn't see too much at all develop here, and that was a shame. I mean, there was some good-sized hail in Hondo and near Kerrville as well. Mountain Home had some sizable hail, larger than golf ball size hail, as a matter of fact. So, that can definitely happen, and that's why we have to prepare for the worst and watch these scenarios unfold. Hey, Megan, Joel, Devine, Texas is looking pretty good. A couple showers are coming in. I think you'll get some of that action there that's near Pearsall right now. That's going to try to move in your direction. Let me put this in motion, and we'll see. It might just clip you off to the east. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. I know you got a good downpour earlier, so you're lucky. Hey, Diane, you're very welcome. God bless you, too. I appreciate that. Cotulla. Yeah, we were just talking. I mean, Cotulla's gotten some decent rain today, Gary. I don't think you're going to miss out on much there, overnight. And then you've got this storm is coming your way. If it holds together, let's go ahead and do some tracking on it. So we'll get this slowed down. It's moving north at 20 miles an hour. Let's see what kind of hail we've got on there first. All right, we'll put hail on top of it. Whoop, where'd it go? There we go. All right, let's see what the hail. Oh, that's good size hail. Okay, we'll go ahead and click right in there. 1.7, so that's golf ball. Yeah. Maybe walnut. That's a good size hailstone. So you definitely want to be preparing property for hail. Let's go ahead and track this north at 20. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Hold on 1 second. And I need one more thing before we do this, because we're moving at 20. It wouldn't have been that bad. It was at 25, so it would have been close. But now we're at 20. Okay, here we go. See what time we go to Cotulla. Moving north at 20, 10:07. So you've got more than an hour, but you definitely want to prepare. If you're inside this box and you see the box I'm talking about, let me go ahead and move this a little over here so you get a better idea. Prairie View School, 9 p.m. Artesia Wells, 9:34. Berks Elementary after the top of the hour. Cotulla right there, because Berks is there in Cotulla. And then Millet at 10:30 after the show, after the Eyewitness Newscast. Holding together. And again, I would assume it holds together here in what you're looking at in that box, in those counties, in those cities. But here's the thing, getting to San Antonio has been the problem. Most of these storms have been just kind of raining themselves out, kind of losing their muscle on their approach to Bexar County and just stopping short. Now, there's a few factors that work here. Remember, there's an urban heat island. It's its own weather column of air that, you know, well, I should say it's a column of air. It becomes its own weather maker system in a sense that it, you know, just inhibits storms from not only growing, but sometimes when they come in from other directions, they collapse when they hit that warm air, especially when that warm air's aloft and it's capping the atmosphere. So there's some of that going on. Brian, what's going on? Doing well. Looks like for Wednesday, what is the forecast for Wednesday on a field trip? Oh, that's good. Hopefully later in the day. I think we're going to deal with rain for about the first, maybe half of Wednesday right now, maybe up to about 11 or noon, and then it looks like the afternoon is dry. Aaron, is this the only storm tonight? Earlier it was 10. Yeah, no, we still have another good chance overnight tonight, Aaron. This is not the only storm for tonight. And then we've got another good chance tomorrow night. Weather be bad, 10 p.m. in Hondo, it could be, Amanda. You know, I mean, I can't rule it out. I cannot rule it out. That's over an hour away. In the short term, it looks like we're going to be fine. But, you know, by 10 o'clock, we could be looking at some more storms that develop and some of these that hold together for that trip north. Okay, so obviously at 10 o'clock, Cotulla, you know, so it would have a little bit, obviously a lot more to go before reaching Hondo from where it is now. So you have plenty of time. Can I sleep tonight without ruining my running? Hey, Vanessa, good to see you. So yeah, Del Rio's looking okay for now, but I think you'll get some more tomorrow. What's up, Dorian? Anything about, and that was, it kind of missed you out there in Del Rio. I remember seeing that earlier. Oh, hell no. What's up, Rudy? Will it get severe in Charlotte? It could. You know, it looks like you're getting some rain there. Charlotte is Atascosa County. You know, the only cluster that we're watching is the one that's got the warning on it right in here over Encinal. This is what's going to be holding together, but it won't be in Cotulla till 10 o'clock. So it's got a long way to go before it would impact Atascosa County. So storms may develop. Yes, Grace, absolutely. Hail's possible, Doug. Hail's possible. Winds and hail are the high two probabilities in these storms. I'm not too worried about, yeah, you did, Hewitt. Okay, awesome. Was homesick. Hey, Hanak, rain and thunder helped you sleep. Oh, that's good. It was good soaking rains down there. Cotulla, Carrizo Springs, all those communities that have been in exceptional drought for months. So this is really good. I think so, Maria. I definitely, you know, a good chance overnight. But it does appear that, you know, the threat of getting dangerous storms in San Antonio is really decreasing because of what we've seen on the trend. So far, it's just been that these storms come up in our direction and they lose their muscle, lose their punch before arrival. And sometimes lose even the rain. We don't get anything. Philip, what's up, brother? That's awesome. Hey, man, a great cold brew at Texas Grounds. That was so good over the weekend. Hey, Comfort, what's going on? I think it's going to be more tomorrow night than tonight. Let's put it that way, because everything that's moving in from the south has been kind of fizzling out before San Antonio, never mind Kendall County. You're welcome, Ray. What's going on, Ray Rubio? Nothing in Seguin today, huh? It was a close call there earlier. I guess it was about 6:30, just off to your east. I wish your voice was on NOAA. Thanks, Jim. Maybe I can talk to him about a contract there. You're the best. Oh, thanks, Vanessa. Come on. Thank you very. Yeah, I kept the tie on tonight. I didn't bring another shirt tonight. I just knew we were going to be in kind of storm coverage mode, and I said, you know what? I'm not even going to bring the extra shirt. I'll just stay in the official gear. Hey, Tristan, can't sleep with all the thunder. There could be, Alan. Yeah, I hope maybe some earphones. I don't know, but yeah, it looks like we could get some overnight. Friday night, nephew graduating. Friday night's going to be great, Luis. No problems. We're going to dry out by Wednesday afternoon. Medina Lake. Hey, Jennifer. I don't think you see much tonight. I think tomorrow night's another good chance, though. But tonight it could happen. Let's take a look at some models now. So you can see that before we leave here, Atascosa County still getting some decent rain. Down I-35 is where we've still got a dangerous cell that's got LaSalle and Webb counties, at least part of them, under a severe thunderstorm warning until 9:30. That's drifting north at 20 miles per hour, and it's got a really impressive hail core. That's going to be near golf ball size hail Oh, that's gotten even bigger. Look at that. Let's go ahead and stop that. I bet that's going near tennis ball size now. See, really see that red right in there? Yeah, 2.5-inch diameter size hail. So that's one, there's two. That's about a tennis ball. Yeah, that's some large hail right there. That is some large hail. Let me see if anything's coming in. No, no storm reports currently. Hey, Terry Bush, good to see you. What's up, Tina and Gonzalez? So yeah, that's gotten pretty impressive there. Huge hailstorm there near Encinal. So let's again track this because it becomes very important. The strongest storm on radar right now, down I-35, heading, well, it's over Encinal now, but heading towards Cotulla, moving north at 20. Whoa, what is that? Let's go ahead and reset this. Okay. Oh. All right, so now you see these hit times. This is between now and these times you see what you have to prepare for, protecting your vehicle, protecting your property, Prairie View School. Because remember, there will also be some high winds with these storms. So anything you don't want blowing around, Cotulla 10:05 as it moves north at 20 miles an hour. Prairie View School will be in about 5 to 6 minutes. Artesia Well 9:33. Pearsall 11:42 if it makes it all the way up into Frio County. Hello, Gary. Good to see you. Hey, Shell. I don't know. What do we have? Shirts should see some rain, Terry. I don't see a whole lot tonight in the short term. We're going to have to wait till overnight when we have another good batch, and maybe you see some in eastern Bexar County. St. Hedwig, yeah, same, Brian. I think, remember, too, we've got another good chance tomorrow night. No, David, no, I'm going to be here. Kerrville get any rain? Yeah, Mary, it's going to be more tomorrow night. We'll take a look at the models. I mean, I think we see one more impulse. Let's see how the models are doing right now, as a matter of fact. We've got another impulse we're expecting to develop overnight tonight. Because you see what we had this warm front move through. The cold front that came through over the weekend, we had that nice drop in temperature Sunday morning, breezy, cooler. Well, now that front went stationary on the coast and in Mexico and now retreated as a warm front. So it looks like this. As it goes through as a warm front, that helps to really destabilize the atmosphere. The surface gets warm and ripe and just powers up to produce good thunderstorms, scary thunderstorms. So let's take a look at what the radar is now saying for the future. Let's take a look at our crystal ball. This is the HRRR, which has has a really good handle on the current situation, even down to that cell. Look at the bottom of your screen there, south of Cotulla. That's the supercell that's near Encinal. That's really good for what we call initializing. How well is the radar handling the current situation? And it's handling it very well. So there's good confidence in this model as we move forward. So a few downpours in the San Antonio area over the 10 o'clock hour. And then look at that. It's quiet. 1, 2, 3 a.m. We start picking up a few more showers. Here's that next impulse. Here's sunrise, and we've got a few downpours in the city, but nothing severe, no big storms. And then that's that's as far as the HRRR goes. It only goes about 12 hours. So okay, let's do this. I mean, it's going to be hard to trust any other model when this one's initializing so well. So we go over, we want to take a look for a second opinion for sure, and we'll go to the IBM and see, it's got all that rain out to the west right now, which is not occurring. There's nothing out west, and it's got it moving through the city at 1, 2, 3 a.m. That's hard to believe, right? Now, tomorrow night, while we're here, during the day tomorrow, you see a couple scattered sprinkles. There's a couple downpours by about this time tomorrow night, 8:30. But look what's happening in the hill country. This is why I say Kerrville, you guys got a better chance tomorrow night as we get another good impulse to move south. Now, this is another cold front, and as it drops in, there's midnight into Boerne, northwest San Antonio, and look at that. very heavy over the city, 12 into the 1 a.m. hour. The I-35 corridor blanketed with very heavy rain. And some of this could be severe. Okay, and there's another impulse by 4. Oh my gosh, look at that. Just exploding on top of the city. And that's probably the front itself. That initial outflow was first, and here comes the front probably between 4 and 7 a.m. because then it moves south to the coast. Wow. So yeah, it looks like it could be more widespread rain tomorrow and tomorrow night. That's interesting. And that's the IBM, okay? So here's the thing. Tomorrow night, we have another risk of severe storms. So it's more or less a 2 out of 5. New Braunfels, North Bexar County, Bernie, Kerrville. But then you see it changes over to a 1 for most of Bexar County, 1 out of 5 risk for the city, for Hondo, and communities to our south. Watch this. This was an impressive factor today. As I looked at upper level wind shear, look what we're expecting. Oh, that is something right there, right on top of San Antonio tomorrow afternoon. This kind of upper level wind shear is kind of scary because this can produce really strong storms. So definitely something to watch for Tuesday. That's why, again, we have that risk. That's why the risk is better to the north than it is to the south, because that upper level wind shear is pretty impressive. All right, how about rainfall amounts in the next 24 hours? Pretty good. You know, upwards of 2 inches up the I-35 corridor. And notice that the rain, it'll stop as we go right there. That's the last of it Wednesday, because we're expecting even a little sunshine Wednesday afternoon. Might even see a little sunshine tomorrow afternoon. Air quality's been okay. I wouldn't say, let's go ahead and check the live air quality monitor. You know, we had some Saharan dust over the weekend, but it wasn't too bad. Air quality. And we'll see what the live monitors are saying. Right now, we are moderate. So we could be better. Houston's moderate. Victoria's moderate. Laredo definitely could be better. But it's not too bad. All right, let's do a little 7-day. I've got to actually go take care of some KENS 5 stuff. So before we go 7-day, I'll get back to the radar. Okay. That rain's getting a little stronger there. That's kind of getting, that's growing in Pleasanton. That's going to be one to watch because you see how it's kind of, it's shrinking and powering up at the same time. That's one to watch. Crossing I-37, about to go through Pleasanton, not severe, and not even any lightning being detected right now. But that does bear watching, okay? So I'll keep this right on here and go handle the KENS 5 duties momentarily, and then I will, I'll be back to show you the 7-day. How's that sound? Hello, Don Bush. It's good, Shell. Thank you. No, tornadoes, very low risk, Joe. Shout out Nachito. What's going on, brother? Yeah, Marty, Cotulla could still see. I mean, we've got that storm heading your way for 10 p.m., Marty. And I would definitely get your car under something or covered somehow because there's baseball-size hail to your south in that cell. This is the one I'm talking about right here. Heading right up I-35, should be in Cotulla by 10. You know, if it continues, if it gets a little jog to the northeast, it might skip on by to your east, but right now it looks like it should be moving into Cotulla by 10 p.m. So you've got an hour. Definitely use it to prepare your property for what could be baseball-size hail, as well as some pretty strong winds. If you don't want anything blowing around, bring it inside or get it behind a good, secure, safe wall. And do it now because, again, you know, it's less than an hour away now. All right, guys, I will be back momentarily. Stay tuned. Howdy, howdy. How's everybody doing? Bill Taylor back live in the KENS 5 Digital Center. Had to do a little TV work, but I'm back. And now I've got the jacket on, and I even touched up the makeup a little bit. You know, it's a TV thing. How are you? How's everybody doing? Let me get my Facebook back open for comments and questions real quick. I wanted to make sure that I got back with you. Let's see what we got. Leon Valley, not in the short term, but I still think we could see a little bit overnight, but then tomorrow night again, we're looking at another good chance. Marie, 55th on Saturday. Oh, good weekend, Terry. I hope you're still on. I know that these comments were said a few minutes ago. But I did promise you the 7-day forecast, and I want to hold true to that promise. So here we go. 7-day forecast, 2 days, okay? So this is night one. We've got one more night of this, and then we shut it down for a while. So don't wash the car yet. You're going to have some afternoon sunshine tomorrow, and you're going to think it's okay to wash the car. Don't do it. Don't do it. Not yet, okay? And that's why I have that little bit of afternoon sun, because we're going to see some activity early, and then maybe a few scattered showers throughout the day, but I really think we get a little break in the clouds and we get a little bit of sunshine Tuesday afternoon. Now, that can work against us as we go into Tuesday night through Wednesday morning. That's going to be another round of strong storms from a front to the north, good outflow boundary, then the front itself, and we're definitely going to see some pretty good storms off of that, okay? Because this atmosphere is not going to stabilize much. It's going to definitely stay ripe. The dew points will stay high, and with that definitely comes another good chance of heavy rain. That's going to be up until about mid-morning, maybe at the earliest, but I think early afternoon at the very latest, 1, maybe 2 o'clock. That's, again, very latest. Could be as early as 10 or 11 a.m. And then we're going to be breezy, and we're going to be clearing, okay? And we'll see some afternoon sunshine Wednesday. Depending on how soon that sun comes out is whether or not we can adjust that 80. Right now we'll hold it at 80, but if that sun comes out sooner, maybe we can bump that up a few degrees and we get warmer like Thursday, 86, and then you see what's coming this weekend. Loads of sunshine, low to mid-90s as we warm right back up rather quickly. Weekend was great, Sierra. How was yours? You were the MC at an event over the weekend. I was, Sierra. Thanks so much for saying that. Carry the Load. What a wonderful, wonderful organization. Less than 10 years old. I'd hate to guess right now how old Carry the Load is. But they're called that because for Memorial Day, you carry someone that lost their life fighting for the freedoms of our country. So if you don't have someone in your family, or you don't have a friend, or you have a family friend that has someone, get that person's name. If you have to, Google one from Afghanistan, Iraq, Vietnam, I mean, World War I or II, and look their story up, know their name, know their story, their family, where they're from, and carry that load on Memorial Day. We're restoring the true meaning of Memorial Day. And it's a really special effort. They started in Seattle, and they went all the way down. They're in San Antonio now, and now they're on their way up to Dallas for Memorial Day weekend. That's where this all started, in Dallas, like I said, less than 10 years ago. And it's fantastic. They've raised, in the few years that they've been up and going, more than $20 million to fund different programs for families of those who have fallen, families of even first responders. They do a lot of great programs through Carry the Load money. And they go across the country with rallies in different cities, and ours was yesterday. So I was blessed to serve as MC. We had Mayor Ron Nirenberg out to speak. We had several veterans who spoke. We had the Native American Veterans Association present the colors. What a special moment that was. If you look on my Facebook, you'll see the pictures. You might even see some of the videos from my story there on Facebook as well. It was a real honor to do that, to serve those who served, and it was really something special. So remember the true meaning of Memorial Day. Carry someone this Memorial Day, and make sure you do that. All right, so wrapping things up. That was my weekend, Sierra. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Okay, guys, let me leave you with this, and I'm going to probably leave it looping on radar because, like I said, it's tonight And it looks like most of it's going to stay south as far as the dangerous weather, but we could see a few showers in the city by sunrise. And even through tomorrow, there's still going to be about a 50-60% chance through the day of some scattered showers. Okay, nothing severe. But then another big impulse, two waves are expected tomorrow night. That's right, 2 waves tomorrow night, one of which, again, will be an outflow boundary. Second one will be the front itself, with both moving through mainly late night tomorrow night and through like about mid-morning Wednesday. So it's going to be a little bit later. That's why I think we see a few scattered showers during the day tomorrow, but then we're dry most of Tuesday, maybe a little afternoon sun, 86. And then, like I said, then we're going to be looking at some pretty heavy rain overnight through mid-morning Wednesday, and then we'll dry out. You can wash the car Wednesday night, okay? Yeah, thanks, Sierra. Definitely check them out. I appreciate that. But what I want to do after now looking at that 7-day, we'll leave things on this live radar for you, okay? Just so you guys stay up to date. We've got that one warning out there. Let's check on that cell real quick, and I have to take off lighting to do so. Oh, wow, taking a hard right. That's kind of a dangerous sign. Even though you see that we lost that, it looks like the intensity has dropped a bit on that cell, but I'll tell you what I see there is when you see that right turn like that, see how it turned right outside the polygon? That's usually a dangerous sign. That's what's called propagation. That's when the thunderstorm cell starts to move on its own based on what winds and what energy it's producing by itself, okay? So the mean flow on this storm was obviously right up I-35. It was moving north at about 20. But see, when it takes that hard right like that, we're going to have to really watch this one closely. So, you know, I was going to go off of here, but it's still 920. We're okay. Let me take a look at what we've got on velocities. I went too far. Where is that storm? All right, I don't see too much. I mean, obviously, there's no rotation to worry about right now, or we'd see some serious gate-to-gate shear in there. But that right turn, I mean, I'm looking, there's a little green and red showing up next to you right there. And I'm talking about, let's go ahead and stop this so I can give you a point of reference. I'm looking right at this spot right here. See where this green is meeting red? That's rotation. This cell is definitely something to watch very, very closely. Now we can also take a look at the hail tracker and see what we've got on hail size with that cell. And there's no hail showing up. That's worth writing home about. That gray you can see is P to nickel size, not very large. Debris tracker. These are the correlation coefficients. This will show you debris versus rain, okay? And you want to look at debris. So you look embedded, it would be embedded within that red, but we're not seeing too much. You can see just a little bit of a change in color there. What's up, TV? Which one? That's the fluorescence. No, I'd leave those off. That's okay though, thank you. Does it look dark? Okay. Okay. Yeah, usually the fluorescence, I mean, turn it on if it looked too dark, I guess, but.
No, it's good.
All right, see right in here, guys? Right in there is that yellow. Now, once you start seeing the blue, the radar can tell whether or not it's liquid or non-liquid. That's all it knows. And so if it's non-liquid, embedded in all that liquid, like if you saw blue in the middle of all the red and pink, you'd have debris, and that would mean there's a tornado on the ground. So it's a great weather tool, the debris tracker, but technically speaking, you're looking at correlation coefficients. And once that happens, you know, it's essentially correlating between liquid and non-liquid. So yeah, that thunderstorm is taking a hard right, and again, that's just a bad sign of good strengthening, okay, and some serious updraft, and what could be some rotation. Because it's definitely a mesocyclone. It's a very strong thunderstorm. And you can see that little notch in there? This is an interesting little something to learn about thunderstorms. See that little notch right in there? See how that notches out right there? right in that spot right there. So what happens with that, here's the deal. You have a tremendous amount of updraft, right? And so the updraft is so strong in and around that part of the cell that the rain isn't falling because of that column of strong winds from surface up to the top of that storm. And so the radar begins to kind of curve itself around that updraft column. And that's what you get. You get one of those little notches. Now, a lot of times you'll think, oh, that's a hook echo. No, there's a difference. And a lot of times those notches are mistaken for hook echoes. But where you'd see a hook echo, if it really was a tornado, is right back in the rear flank. It's usually right back in here. That's where you'd start to see that notch develop and that hook echo develop. Okay, so it would be, you know, right back in here, right in there. But we're not seeing that, and we didn't see much rotation either. But this is definitely going to bear some very close watching. Let me see if chat's got anything on it. Strong thunderstorm, northwestern Williamson, Travis. No, see, they're not even talking about that one right now. So, okay. But that right turn, that's any right turner like that is a dangerous sign. When it breaks off that mean flow, it's propagating, it's starting to show its own strength, if you will. Isn't it, Paul? It really, truly is. I'm telling you. I mean, when I got here at Ken's, 1996, and we had the radar, we still have the ball up and the radar's still in there, but we never updated it. It would have taken millions of dollars to get that up to speed of what we're working with today. And so it's just up there now. When I got here, we had complete control of that radar, and it was that old school, you know, blip, blip, you know, and you saw the rotation and everything. It was just crazy what has happened in just the last 20 years with radar technology. It is phenomenal. It is phenomenal. Oh, Dolores, you're sweet. Thank you. Buenos noches, Sierra. Thank you so much. Paz contigo. That's my favorite. Paz contigo. You know, Stephanie, I think tomorrow night's going to be a better chance. So that's just going to be what, oh, look at this one. I love these. Hey, Brian, your accuracy is horrific. Is it now? It's awesome. So yeah, that's that right turn, okay, that we're going to have to watch very closely within, again, the severe thunderstorm watch, okay? All right, so guys, I will leave this looping so that you guys can stay up to date. 9:30, we'll keep you updated. We'll keep you updated. Okie dokie, let's get this at a good view right about there. How's that? Okay, I like 3 hours. You like 3 hours? I like 3 hours. Let's 3 hour loop it. And see, again, the trend, I mean, this is what plays out. So who was that again that said my accuracy is horrific? Awesome. Brian. Here's what happens, Brian. All the dynamics are in place. Everything's got to play out. I mean, this is weather, man. This is when we talk about a fluid situation, you know, a nice little phrase, it's a fluid situation. Well, there's no more fluid situation in the atmosphere, okay? And while we can have all the dynamics in place, it has to play out. I mean, you can say that you're not going to bother me with my accuracy is horrific. It is what it is. We see things in place. We're going to warn you for worst case scenario. So when watches are issued and we're in a level 2 risk from the Severe Prediction Center, from meteorologists 3, 4, 10 times smarter than both you and I combined, those are the people that I trust. And they say, look, this is where it's going to happen. And they're nailing it. I mean, it's happening, okay? Did it happen right on top of San Antonio? And I don't know where you are and where you think my accuracy is horrific, whatever that even means. But remember, what we're dealing with here is that we have everything in place. It's kind of like a Spurs game, okay? You can put it on paper. They had a rough season, right? They probably lose to the Golden State Warriors every time they play them. But there's that one game where Golden State doesn't shoot as well, right? And while you think they're going to win, they lose, and the Spurs beat them. Because again, same type thing here. All right, so warning has expired. I'm glad we were here for that live. Notice that it's gone. Expiring at 9:30 on schedule as that storm begins to show signs of weakening. That's good news. Good news. Okay, I'm glad to see that. But But boy, did I take a right turn. I'm always going to be concerned with a right turner like that, because whenever it breaks off the mean flow, you've got to definitely watch it closely. All right, either way, because of these active storms to our south, severe thunderstorm warnings are well south in the valley, and then that handful of counties, severe thunderstorm watch up until midnight. Some scattered showers in the San Antonio area. Again, everything should stay south for tonight, but tomorrow night, guys, tomorrow night, we're going to definitely be talking about some pretty good weather again. So this is night one. We still have night two, which is going to be tomorrow night. And I will bid you farewell and hope to see you on Eyewitness News at 10. God bless you all. Have a wonderful night.